I let my arrogant coworker crash our most important project, and it was the best career move I ever made. His name was Mark, but we all just called him the consultant behind his back. He was a new hire, fresh out of business school with a fancy degree and zero real-world experience, but he talked like he'd invented the internet. He'd only been at our mid-sized tech company for a month, but he'd already optimized the coffee machine, ordering system, we ran out of coffee twice, and streamlined our meeting schedules. Everyone was double booked for a week. Our boss, for some reason, was completely mesmerized by his corporate buzzword-laden speeches. I'm a senior developer. I've been at this company for 8 years, and I know our systems inside and out, especially the old legacy system that handles our biggest client. It's clunky and complicated, but it's stable if you know what you're doing. Of course, Mark decided it was an ancient relic that needed his genius touch. When the big annual update for this client came up, my boss announced that Mark would be leading the project to bring some fresh innovation to the process. I was assigned to support him. In our first meeting, I tried to walk him through the system's quirks, explaining the specific protocols we had to follow. He literally waved his hand and said, yeah, legacy stuff. I'm going to containerize the whole deployment with a dynamic microservice architecture. It'll be faster, cleaner. I told him flat out that the old system wouldn't interface with that tech without a complete overhaul, which we didn't have time for. He just smirked and said, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Just trust the process. That was my cue. I wasn't going to fight him. I was going to let him learn. For the next 3 weeks, I did exactly what he asked, but I documented everything. Every email where I warned him about a potential system conflict, saved to a special folder. Every time he dismissed my advice in our team chat, screenshot. I even wrote a detailed document predicting the exact points of failure based on the approach he was taking. I spent my evenings quietly creating a complete backup and a simple rollback script, just in case. Launch day arrived. Our boss and a few department heads gathered in the conference room. Mark was standing at the front, chest puffed out, ready to deploy his masterpiece. He hit the enter key with a dramatic flourish. For about 5 seconds, everything looked fine. Then, the alert started. Red flags popped up all over our monitoring dashboard like a case of digital chickenpox. The client's entire platform went down. Hard. The room went silent. Mark started stammering, frantically typing, blaming server latency and unforeseen bottlenecks. My boss looked like he was about to have a heart attack. After 10 minutes of pure chaos, he turned to me, his face pale. Can you fix this? I didn't say a word. I just walked to the front, plugged in my laptop, and pulled up the document I'd prepared. I showed them the timeline of warnings and Mark's dismissive responses. Then I said, Mark's approach was fundamentally incompatible. I anticipated this outcome, so I prepared a solution. I ran my rollback script. 20 minutes later, the old system was back online, stable and running perfectly. I've never seen someone's career implode in real time like that. Mark was escorted out of the building an hour later. The next day, I was promoted to head of technical projects with a hefty raise. Turns out, sometimes the best way to prove your value is to let the genius in the room have enough rope to hang himself.